Dun, 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 dun. I don't know what that is. Is that Ghostbusters? I don't know. Just a quick check-in, a little bit after around 6:30. Okay, Val Jones, naturally though. So I'm just doing in my research thing. The moon is in Cancer right now, and I am showing my third house. My Pluto is, well, you know what? I don't know what you people believe in. I mean, does it even really matter? Now I'm getting ready to tap into my midheaven Aquarius. Does it even really matter? That's what an Aquarius would say, except when you got those Aquarius who cry. Did I just hear a woo woo? And the funny thing about it is I gotta I'm diffusing because why is sci-fi like it's over and over and over again with Harry Potter and the Deathly Hollows? And it's that too. Luna Lovegood. I I have been called that among many things too. Listen, or not. I just had to let a beautiful blue black dirt dabbler out the house. There would have been a time when I would have killed it. There would have been a time. I'm growing. I'm growing. I'm growing on a lot of things. I realize this jealousy is a real thing. The humiliation too. The humiliation ritual, is that really a thing? It depends on your point of view. For whatever reason, people in the entertainment industry, is it a must that you have to do it? I guess it's when some people just, if they don't feel like they got enough talent or enough clout or whatever it is that they're trying to work out through the contract, or maybe they didn't read the contract. I remember when I used to tell people way back in the day, actually I had some great lawyers, entertainment lawyers too, in Atlanta, by the way. I remember how everybody likes to talk about Atlanta, going to Atlanta, going to Atlanta, we're going to Atlanta. A lot of things do happen in Atlanta though. I didn't realize I was going to do this. I'm buffering a lot of things going on in my mind because I didn't know I was going to do this. So this is a random freestyle. No cards needed for this show. But I just, for some reason, I heard that horn blow too. And by the way, the humiliation ritual, well, like I said, I guess it applies to you like the blue face thing or this or that. You know how certain people, well, I will tell you what is a thing. People do try to find people to upgrade them. You know what I mean? Now, a very low vibing woman might try to find a high vibing man. And that's why I keep telling people in the military time and time again, I know during war times or almost war times or whatever it be, when you find that your life might be in jeopardy and you want to leave a legacy, then it's real easy for you to say, I want to find somebody that will love me for me. But you got to think, does that person love you for you? And I'm talking to the women too, because reminding you, as much as they want to talk trash about the military and stuff like that, look at the benefits of a real soldier and look at the benefits of a drug dealer. It's that. Like, where are the benefits? Do you want to serve jail time? Do you want to be set up? Do you want to be left behind? I mean, and it's like the entertainment industry too. That doesn't have a benefit plan. You can spend 20, 30, 40 years in the music industry and there ain't no benefit plan in that. There's no benefit plan in that if you're not saving. And the way all these people like, look at my cars, look at my Rolexes, look at this, look at that. Like I could talk about some rappers now with all that money and all that cash that they spend and they stunt. Like, okay, do they really have $1 million or $1 billion to do that? Or, you know what? I could really break this whole industry thing to pieces today, but I mean, why bother? Why remove the illusion? Because some of you like the confusion, or maybe you just like to worship your celebrities or whatever it be. But let me tell you something. What you won't do is haze me just for some clout or publicity. Because, bitch, I'll kill you. I'm way too old for that shit. People have tried. Listen, Linda, listen. As she sits in this hot sun outside. It was like about 95 degrees right now. I don't know. But I'm just, I'm got my soul glow. Because I want people to know, and I want people to think for a second that just because I'm smiling and nice and happy, that I've let up on anything. I don't forget shit. You know what I mean? Those who should really know me should know. Those who really remember my father. And it's that too. Even my own family act like they don't remember my father or my mother. It's the research that's coming through. I'm really going to, if I unplug for a couple of days on social media, it's because I want to, okay? Because you know what? Sometimes the universe will sit you down and say, you need to rest. Because I can be kind of a workaholic, but I'm blessed. Like, I'm blessed with the fact that, wow, oh, here comes two doggies. Who these doggies belong to? Puppy. Don't you call these puppies. Somebody's doggies are out. Get your doggies because the popo might be around. But hey, people make rules in this community, but you know what? People follow the rules when they want to, I guess. I don't know. But you know what? Those two doggies are just having their fun, so let it go. I mean, as long as they're not coming in my yard and shitting my yard and pissing my yard. Some people think I don't see stuff I do. Some people really don't think that I will knock them the fuck out. And I say, you really don't know me as much as you think you do. Or maybe you don't know me at all. Like Val, would you go up to somebody and punch them out? The old me might have. But actually, nah, I would talk it out. I'm not that crazy. I'm not like Krishan Rock. My mom, raised my mom and my dad. I mean, that's the great thing when you had two good parents who are from good stock. I realized that some of these people never had good parents. And it's that. Some of them don't know their mom or their dad or neither. I don't know. And then you got this thing about when people get adopted to. My husband and I found out a long time ago how broke the system is. Like, because he had, he got set up for that shit. But because this man served his time, he did his crime, he got fucked up on some dumb shit, hang around some dumb, the person I said when I was in Atlanta, the drug dealer that set him up, that I was going to go, and when I found out, and then, that same guy, some little big looking Suge Knight type of guy, like he gets out while my husband's still locked up and the family didn't know. Okay, I'm going back to some stuff, but I'm getting back to what I'm saying about this humiliation ritual, and people who want to play you like you slow. Like, because I'm nice doesn't mean I'm slow. Because I offered you friendship doesn't mean I'm slow. Because I didn't know you a stupid motherfucker that would try me doesn't mean I'm slow. But please believe I got 12 rounds of gold dots in my clip. And I'm not afraid to use them, so don't play yourself. They're not a paperweight, honey. I'm legal. I'm trained. I have been vetted by the best. I have the best watching me and learning from me too. Like I said, I want these kids to grow up and see something better than what any of you have to offer. I want a child to grow up and see that you don't have to be a drug dealer. You don't have to be a prostitute. You don't have to deal with none of the stupid stuff. You have more opportunities, but you have some people who, it's really true, like they don't want you to make it out of the hood because they can't make it out. So they want you to stay in the hood too. But that's okay. I mean, the fact of the matter is, if I looked at that city, this county, or whatever it be, it's just a whole bunch of criminals. Not just the criminals around me. There's criminals in politics. There's criminals, might be in the police force too. I mean, I told you, E4 Mafia. I'm just saying. Usually, I will mind my business until people force me to do what I do, which means I don't care if it's you, or hootie who. You want to try to paint me like a slave, bitch, that is something I will never do. Even when I was pledging Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated at number 3, sassy, by the way, that's me. And now you had all those people that are coming around me. My dog's name is Sassy, and I'm sassy too, and I'm sassy this. And I'm like, you thought I'm laughing with people, and you think I don't catch it, but I do. Oh, mosquitoes. These bloodsuckers are coming out. Oh, golly gee. I'm going to have to take another shower. I'm also cooking food. But it's that stuff. It's like the playing in my face. Like, I guess you did think I was stupid. But I was just testing, okay? Testing. Is this bitch really playing me? Gender not specific. Unless it is. I think it's a Harry Potter thing that set me off. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. I just went into a crying jag for about 5 minutes. I'm like, why am I so... But the moon is in Cancer, so I might be in my feelings. Pluto, 3rd house. It's the Deathly Hallows Part 2, and all of that was resonating to me. I heard. I hear you, Woodpecker. Now, again, the humiliation ritual, not necessarily true. Witchcraft, that's a thing. That is a thing. That's a real thing. Bruja shit too. Like I said, I mean, I'm familiar with it. I'm not gonna say how familiar with it I am, but I know enough to know. Well, my parents knew enough to know. There's that part in the Deathly Hollows when you got Hermione's mom and Sir Dame, and I'm like, and I was looking at that's that's mama and grandmama. I'm like, yep, where they're protecting the castle. And that's what I can do. See, I don't really have anyone around me to protect the castle, and yet I kind of do. But the thing about it is, y'all gonna get your dog? Your puppy's here. Doggy, where you going, honey? Where you going? You're just going to and fro, hither to and fro. Whose puppy is that? Yo, I don't think that's your yard, honey. Don't be going. Call your puppy. Call your puppy. Well, you know what? Mind your business. If it ain't bothering them, the dog's not coming in your yard, so that's not my yard. That ain't my business. Back to y'all. Anyway, it's sad too. I'm starting to realize all the things. I'm in real hardcore research mode. And so I'm researching everything, like the Illuminati too. Like, I'm not afraid to say the word Illuminati. I'm not afraid to say a lot of things. I'm not afraid to say Azazel. I'm not afraid to say this or that. I'm not afraid to say, hi, Lucian. Stop. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. How did I forget, or how did easily forget? But you don't call up certain entities too much. Oh, trust me, they're very well aware of me. She's making that up. Am I though? Ask J. Cole. God, probably should shut up. Go, doggy, go. Whose black greyhound is that? Whose dog is that? The dogs are out of control. Sparkle puppy. No, Sparkle pony. No. But whose dog are you? Whose dog are you? Like, don't. Beautiful black dog though. Well, people do what they want to. This is kind of like a community that's people don't like to follow rules apparently, but I'm expected to follow rules and pay for everybody's shit that they do. No, that wasn't going to be me. Like, it's that type of stuff. I don't know who decided, because I'm pretty sure it wasn't the so-called Illuminati that did it. Again, let me say this. As much as I have given publicity to these people, I really don't, and I really don't give a shit about Cat Williams, Jaguar Wright, Willie D, JC, J. Cole, Kendrick, Drake. But it's a dream show. It's the shit. I mean, it's like I keep getting, it's like the Harry Potter thing that I'm like, man, why in the world does this make me get so emotional? Which means, like this other stuff I don't worry about, but the other stuff, you know what? I'll be dealing with Slytherins all around. Yeah, okay, but reminding you, Harry Potter spoke Slytherin too. Spoke Parseltongue. That's a reason. I told you my parents took that book from me. There's a reason why I got plucked from Carver's Creek. There's a reason why those angels of the Holy Spirit said, drop them all. I'm just learning every day what all means. Because 2026 is going to be one hell of a year. And they're probably going to blame it on, it's alien beings. Alien beings are coming to attack us. How do you know that the aliens aren't here? Now, don't get that with the Draconians or the Sabat, you know who I'm talking about, the whatever. That shit. Which may or may not be real. I mean, obviously, I keep going back to the pyramids. How do you think the real, and then I think about the people who because JC you're throwing up the rock. You mean the pyramid sign that the Deltas do? That the Egyptians were doing that before? You can't do that because that is what? The pyramid sign that the deltas do, like JC invented that. See, that's how media confuses you. That's how you get caught in a trap. And religion will do that too. Because again, I talked earlier today, like people say, well, you need Jesus, but there was no J back in the day. So for somebody to come to me and tell me I need this when you don't even speak Aramaic, did you study, have you studied Aramaic? And have you ever noticed when you get people on point, then real quick they say it doesn't matter. Like if you get people on point, you say, you know, Jesus, or whatever name you want to call him, you know that he didn't look, he wasn't blue-eyed with blonde hair. But you see that in churches everywhere. And I used to accept in some black churches. I used to, like, you know, ask my mom and my dad, like, you know, when you read, those of you who read, you have some people say, I read the Bible cover to cover. Did you though? But how you gonna read something that you still don't know? And it still never occurred to you why it's called King James Version. See, I asked stuff like that as a child, but you grown and you don't ask that. And so you want to chastise me like I'm your child. Like you got bully beta men, women who don't know, or whoever it be. People may be stunting for TV. Everybody wants to be on World Star and everybody wants to be a celebrity. I just want to be famous. I've never wanted to be famous. I just do the stuff because I love the stuff and I wanted to make my money. I was good doing music. I was great doing music. I'm one of the best, if not the best radio announcer that there's ever been in this area, but you don't hear nothing about me. But you know what? You can, if you've got old clips in the newspaper, you'll see me there hosting a lot of festivals. Yeah, that was me. Yeah, that was Val Jones. Yeah, that was Tony Collins. Yeah, that was this, that was that. That was her talking to the kids and rapping with the kids, and that was that. When I was here, when I had to move here, I mean, I think about the people who, I remember how one time before when, and I'm thankful to the landlord who, you know, he took me to court. I mean, he really didn't take me to court. I talked to a judge. He knows it. He says, Miss Baker, you need to like get stuff on paper. Because it used to be a day. I remember a day when when you used to like could, you know, trust was a real thing. Like what you call it, the gentleman's handshake. Like, you know what, like when you could trust people, but you can't trust people now because everybody seemed like they'd rather be clowns. So that's why you got a lot of bad stuff around. And I'm still operating on that trust thing, which I'm working on that because as a Pisces, you know what? We give too much and it's that. We love too much and it's that. We care too much and it's that. I have to pull myself back. Every day I'm reminded, you've given enough. At 70 years old, you have nothing else to show. You don't need to bend to anybody. You don't need to bow to anybody. And you be damn, double damn, triple damn, if you gonna be afraid of a bitch or a hoe. Bitch, if you knew the old me, you'd run from me or you'd bow to my feet and give me my money now. Don't play with me, Jose, Pepe, Day Day, Nay Nay, Baby, Hoo Hey, whatever it be. I'm saying, you know, I am the nice one. I'm gonna get that out up front. I am the nice one in the community. So don't let no pedophile, don't let no drug dealer, don't let no criminalistic motherfucker think you're gonna run a sham on me. I mind my business, but mind yours just because you want to be a famous celebrity by doing some dumb shit or some rapper got you some simping and standing rapper like, I need you to do this so I can do this. Nigga, see me up front and in person. Cracker, see me up front and in person. Panika, see me up front and in person. Let's talk about this like a real adult, but they're not real adults. They're children who never grow up, but they know how to fucking suck. And I feel bad saying that because around kids right now, because you got, you know, kids in one way, and then across the fence you got kids another way, and we're different, and that's what's up. So I'm right here in between. Like I can see, I can feel, I literally can feel everything. But people want to play on my top and on my head, and they think, okay, so is it because I'm dark? Is it because I'm black, blackish, brownish, whatever it be? Is it because I'm the whitest black girl in my family? That's what they used to call me. Is it because I'm the black sheep, the white sheep, or whatever it be? All I know is, you know, Spirit be waking me up at 3 o'clock in the morning and say, you know what? This land is yours, and this land is yours, and this is your land too. And why don't you have your land anymore? Oh, okay. Well, why don't you ask my cousin? But when I ask my cousin, hey, you got to go to the courts to do that, which is what some of these motherfuckers will say too. If I ask them about something, but they don't have no answer back, they just like, okay, clowns do what clowns do, right? But I'm saying though, if anything, I don't care what they do. I'm always going to be a better example, and I'm always going to be better than you. If you're a low-vibing fruit, then you're not going to like me, because I'm not going to be one of you. You're not going to like me. I'm not going to hang with you. I'm not going to party with you. I'm not going to drink with you. I'm not going to smoke with you. And in fact, it's sad to say, and I hate to even, push kids off like that, okay? Because I really do want to be a role model to children, but it doesn't matter if you teach children and you try to teach them proper and you send them to a home that's a mess. That's how I feel for teachers and, for the most part, social services, because it's beyond a mess. And it's always a test, and it's always during election year that some BS comes up. And this is a prelude to 2028. Now, if you don't know by now, your president doesn't give a fuck about anybody. I don't know why you think, oh, you MAGA supporters. Again, let me say this about that. I have voted Republican a couple of times, but I've never been MAGA, and that's that. I'm not stupid. And I would advise any MAGA person, don't come up in my face, bitch. I don't know. I don't care how much of a KKK you are or how much of a crazy cracker you are. But if I have to be that bitch, I'll be that bitch. Bob Jones Jr. don't take no shit. You're going to see the old OG come out. And that's it. See, who is this girl sitting on her porch by herself talking all this ish like they do in the community, trying to play on my top? I guess I might be that bitch. But know how to be responsible with your shit. That's all I've ever said. But there have been some people, and they know exactly who they are. Man, I tell you, I am glad I have God. I'm glad I have God in my life. Because when I realized, oh, you people just for money, you will want me dead. I mean, this is beyond the humiliation ritual, because that's not really even a thing until you make it a thing. I mean, that's why the higher ups, they use people. You know what I mean? They will use the dummies, the slow ones. They know who to get. That's why you find all these rappers who make it to the top, and actors too. They're not the smartest. I mean, they claim that they are. Remember, Kanye was a genius too, but did he get MK Ultra, or was he really a genius, or was that just put out like that? I mean, I will give him credit now. When he did this song, No Man Should Have That Power, and I told you then, when he had like the devil and this, that, and when he did that video, I'm like, whoop, there it is. He just showed you what Hollywood and the industry is. I was saying that before any of you did. I saw that. But now, people who found themselves in a trap, they need real conversations, so to speak, but they still want to treat me like the trash that they dealt with. Bitch, I'm not Kim K. And Chris, I'm not you. You want to visit your dead husband? They from the old country. I'm from the oldest country, honey. Don't let me Harry Potter you, Bob Potter. Why are y'all showing this over and over and over? I'm having to change the channels. It's like it's on like 5 or 6 different channels. Like, damn, come on. Oh my God. Bobby's like, no, you're going to learn your legacy, and you're going to learn, and you're going to be okay, because you are dealing with hardcore demons and warlocks and witches and brujos and brujas, okay? And we want you to know what you're dealing with. And that's how, with this whole grooming stuff going around, like Beyonce and her mother. And do I look like Hallie and Chloe? So it's nothing like little Hallie and Chloe's on YouTube. And now you're grooming now. Collective, I'm not your collective. In fact, this is therapy for me. It's a 1 year. 2026 is a 1 year. And so might that be. But you know what? You do realize that Madame Laveau, Marie Laveau, you do realize that one of the reasons how she got so much on people was because I believe she was a hairdresser or something like that. How she, people who are in service, so to speak, and when you make them feel comfortable, they'll tell, they can get you to tell all your secrets. And then they'll hold those secrets over your head. Some of you are trusting the wrong people. I did too. So I speak from experience. I mean, one thing that Pisces do, maybe all water signs do, we have a tendency to, we trust people too much. But that's how we learn. And I have learned a thing or two. But then people realize, well, no, sometimes they don't realize. Because they still caught up in their own traps. They're still caught up in their own schemes. And then they think they're going to done data. But you know what? Everybody wants to be a king or a queen, but there's nothing king or kingly or queenly about you. What's this out? I just want, we're all royal, but there's no royalty in you. Now, the fact is, you can have a real royal right here. And speaking of your royals, too, back in Europe, some of the nastiest, cruddiest, messiest, you do know that the Black Plague, white people, I mean, if we, you got so much emphasis on black people and white people, I will say this. I will understand why you look at some black people and go, but damn, I get it. 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 That's something I'm not going to dismiss. I've seen black people do just the dumbest shit. Like, see, that's why Harriet Tubman say, listen, you either a part of the solution or you're part of the problem. And if you're part of the problem, Harriet Tubman would just kill the bitch. I don't have time for this. We getting ready to make this break. I'm not coming back. So you either coming or you're going to be dead in your place. See, that's the school I'm from. That's the type of Moses I'm from. Like Moses, like, I'm not going to keep coming back. I'm not going to keep. Harriet Tubman didn't do that. Sojourner Truth didn't do that either. There's nothing like, white people who know more about you than black people do. And so white people start to be the teachers of black history. But the thing about it is they're still going to teach in their own way because there's something in their DNA. Or rather, you know what? I just don't get why you don't have people who really can tell you about this stuff in reality. But you don't want teachers who look like me because it's the whole systematic thing. Like even at Fayetteville State, you had some of the best, but yet you pushed them out of the way. And then you gave tenure to some people who didn't even have the years or the credibility or the accreditation that the black. But they know who Jay-Z is, but they know who Ice is. Ooh, my mommy and my daddy did not want me to go to that school. Well, they didn't want me to stay in Fayetteville. But you know what? God always has a plan for you. And see, this is good. I know my assignment as it becomes quite clear. Because the fact that Fort Bragg and the 82nd Airborne is here, and you have a lot of people that come from a lot of places. See, I realized that I was never going to get love from my own community. A prophet in their own land, you'll never get that love. And I get it. I understand there's nothing you can do. You can help people, you can feed people, you can heal people, and they will erase you out of history, and they will try to kill you too, like you tried to erase the history of my father. Then you put up murals and statues and whatever for everybody else. And right now, at this moment, I'm like, okay, well, go ahead and do you. But when the shit happens, don't come to me, because right now I'm in the mode like, you can fuck yourself. I'm going to let Cape Fear River take care of you. And for those of you who think I love it how white people think they know enough about the Cape Fear River. You think you do. Do y'all really though? Because the Cape Fear River's got a lot of spirits in that. A lot of spirits. I remember my husband, we were in Wilmington, when I was working at Wilmington, and I would love to go on the boat rides. See, that's just me. And I would just love to go, because he was like, I don't want to get on this boat ride. I don't want to. Because the Cape Fear River does have a lot of spirits. I mean, that is no lie. You don't hear about the Wilmington Massacre of 1898. Depending on who teaches you that, they say it's the Wilmington Rebellion. But it's the Wilmington Massacre. Everybody talk about Rosewood and this and that, but we had that in North Carolina too. But they don't teach you. I told you, it's not the history that they'll tell you, it's the history they don't tell you. And then you got all these festivals where everybody's supposed to be looking like Mammy. I was back in the days when I was a slave. And da-da-da-da. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing that shit. I mean, if that's what you do, I mean, that's part of the culture too. I get it. I really do. But we all were in a part of that culture. Do you actually know what the Black Renaissance was all about? You got all these people. I remember Beyonce bringing the Renaissance back. Bitch, shut your mouth. Are we talking about the Renaissance that you had Langston Hughes, which also had Fayetteville ties too? But you didn't know about that. Mary Hughes. Ooh, child. If my history really come through. What, Birdie? What, Birdie? What, Birdie? Bernie says Val's teaching school, but to who? I guess I'm teaching it to you because people around here don't want to know. So if you want to, like, see me, you can catch me on YouTube every now and then. But I try to deliver that. Do you know that some of the people at the schools I used to talk to, and I was really getting these kids paying attention, and they were learning too. I was rapping in schools before any of these people even were doing what they do. I don't give a damn. Stephon Ferguson can do "I Got a Dream" 50,000 times. Same old thing. He's a part of the crew. He's a part of that clique. See, it's all the people who are part of that clique, and that's where the secret society, I mean, I don't know. It's that dumb shit. That's dumb shit too. Trust me, I'm not worried about no Masons or Eastern Stars or anything, because the real ones who know me, and the ones who claim they don't, well, then fine, do you. But damn it, I still remember when that motherfucker had his hand on my mama's knee at my daddy's gravesite, and I was about to beat that bitch down in the family car. My mom I never saw my mom really traumatized, but because, daddy talked to me more than her. So when daddy died, ascended, whatever the word may be, he didn't prepare her as much as he prepared me. And it was at that point where I felt like I had to step up, because here's this strong soldier who's basically seen death every day. Now she's dealing with it with herself. And it hits different when it's in your life, okay? But here in this grief, this nigga, this Mason brother, you fucked up McDonald motherfuckers. All y'all dead about now, aren't you? I mean, it is that too. It's like, oh my gosh. It's like, what? God had a real plan. It's like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's the history I can tell you. I know. I tried to tell these folks that out at Carver's Creek. Maybe they thought I was crazy. Maybe they just took the money or the tea too. I don't know. I don't care. But at a certain point, when you realize that when you're being led to leave something, people have to see the hard way. They have to learn about me the hard way, okay? Because I'm not the one that you want to play. I can teach them something too about their history, my history, and everybody's history. But when I said I realized and I started figuring out, oh, Charles Waddell Chestnut, he knew about James Tillman Rockefeller. Charles Waddell Chestnut, they'll tell you, oh well, because he was the first acclaimed fiction writer, right? But he wasn't writing fiction. Patesville is Fayetteville. If you read the books of Charles Waddell Chestnut, Patesville is Fayetteville. He clearly describes the market house. He clearly describes what Fayetteville is. It hasn't changed. It's still that shit. It talks about somebody from Ohio and New York, and it's like, wow. And then the wife of his youth. It talks about the sheriff who married a black woman, but you didn't. Well, it's that too, and it's like it's the stories that I could tell you. Like, did you know that there was a sheriff in Fayetteville who actually was black, but he passed as white. He kept his light white children, for public view, but he kept his dark wife up in the attic so people couldn't see. And so when somebody was going to run against sheriff and found out he had the other side of the family, then he killed himself. How do I know that? Well, because I'm married into the family. And his wife told me. It's a lot of shit I know. ValJones is a historian. And in many ways. And I'm not just doing this for a show. I don't know how I have the access to this, or how I've been given all of this, or how I can have so much knowledge, just like I have so much land, but people want to take everything away from me. There's a jealousy here. Slave master, or troublemaker. I think it's quite clear. I said time and time again what I will be. Even when I was pledging Zeta, I was a honcho. You're not going to make a slave out of me. And I'm not the one that you should ever, ever threaten again. Because if you want to play gangster games, then you're going to bring the gangster out of me. Like I said, if you got a problem with me in real life, come and talk to my face. I see you, Birdie. I'm good. That's why I'm up here talking today. Because the magic is strong. And the moon is in Cancer. And my Pluto is coming out. So, and that's why I got to work on my health now, because I got to focus more on my health now. And I'm going to talk about, more stuff like that, like which back into your health is your wealth. And I've actually heard people. I love to see you can have an effect on people that you'll never know. But when I go around and I just hear things, okay? I have super hearing. I'm not intrusive, as some people are, because some people like to get really intrusive to find out about you and do whatever do. Some people just want to pull that energy from you. Some people right now, like I said, you got this whole gangster gang and this whole humiliation ritual, which is really not a thing. Especially when you clock it, you'll see that okay, that's what they're doing, and that's not me. But one thing you won't do. What do you say? What me and my guy said the other day? Fool me once, shame on me. But fool me twice, bitch, I'll kill you. I have a variety of ways. But but I overheard a conversation today of someone who said, no, I don't have time for that. I'm not going to go and mess with that person because they got their own shit going on, and that just be like bringing shit to my house. So I'm not even going to mess with that. And I see people waking up. So people are finding out what it's about. People are starting to notice it. Energy vampires. People are starting to notice the people who are always doing the same thing who don't grow. People are starting to see the people who just want to borrow you or use you for some dough. People are seeing the stuff that, they can't grow. Weeds don't always grow. A flower grows up. But these people love funerals, and they will literally try to steal your worth from you. I don't know what this is, but I told you this area is cursed. It is clearly cursed. Well, Val, why are you here? Because it's my tribe, because of my crew. There are people on that base, real soldiers, okay, that have always had my back. So when you have a crew that reps like that, you rep for those who rep for you. That's why you be sure about your tribe. You be sure about your tribe, and you be sure about what you see. You peep the energy. Not what they say. You peep the energy. You lie to me once, that's one thing. You lie to me twice, I'm peeping that shit. I don't care who you be. Reminding you, I'm the one who's cussed out mayors. I'm the one who's cussed out governors. I'm the one who will cuss you out and don't care who you are. I'm the one who's literally thrown big, burly bodyguards up against the wall. And that's where my money is. That's what I'm about. I'm the one that my husband would say, why do you run into danger? And he fought in the first Iraq war. I'm the one that when my husband got shot, and I was in the house, but I ran outside to see what it is, even though he was like, don't do that. And I think that's one reason why my parents, I'm being revealed everything else except who was behind my husband's murder. And it's that. Because I think some of those people might still be around. And I'm not going to lie. You got to know yourself. You got to know yourself before you know anybody else. So you got to know yourself. And I'm not going to lie to you. If I thought that my husband's killers were around, would I kill them? Yes. I'm going to tell you right off the bat. Hell yeah. And see, that's why, it's good for me to stay to myself. Because if I peep that energy that you had something to do with my husband's murder, oh, bitch. It's vengeance forever. That's when people say, well, Val, you just need to forgive and let that go. No. I can try to forget, but I don't forgive shit. I don't forgive shit. Once you cross that line, to me, you will forever be a bitch. There's nothing you can do. But I will forgive myself and not dwell on it because, what good does it do? You have to move on. And every person who has served the military or had your family serve the military, you know what I'm talking about. You got to move on. You got to keep going. You can't be stuck in that. That's why you end up drinking yourself to death, drugging yourself to death, looking for love in the wrong places, and it's all that. When I was going through my depression stage, I probably dealt with some people I should have never dealt with, okay, but they saw benefits. They saw a glow up. They saw somebody that She was grieving, and they'll try to get you when you're grieving. They really do. They don't know or they don't care what you're going through. They just see, reminding you this, a user will always use you. A user and abuser will always use and abuse you. Keep that in mind. That math is always true. A consistent user and abuser will always use you. So you got to teach people how to treat you. You must teach people how to treat you. You got to let them know. Some people don't know how to treat women. Like you have some women don't know how to treat men. Some people don't know how to treat good women. And some people don't know how to treat good men. I'm never gonna let a crazy ass nigga or whatever it be, crazy ass nigga cracker, whatever it be, call yourself whatever you want to, however your label, because you have thrown those labels at me. But I'm never gonna let a crazy energy try to diminish me. I'm not your mama, I'm not your daughter, I'm not your bitch, I'm not your dog. I'm me. My parents didn't raise a slave. They raised a real queen. If you don't know what that is, you're going to learn from me. Because I am a true human being. I've got some Aquariuses right now that I got beef with, but I'm letting that go. I got some air signs right now that I got beef with, but I'm letting that go. But if you think you're going to play on my top, bitch, I can play a psychological game on you. There's a reason why the FBI, the CIA, and the FED watch me like I do. I'm a special forces, special ops. I won't sound but dream, but like, you know what? We learn some things. That's one thing about Miss Val. Miss Val is always learning. She's always growing. Even at 70 years old. You ever got those people who think that because they drug out and drunk out of wherever, I know everything I need to know. Those are the very ones that don't know shit. Even in the military, you got people that like think they know everything. You're always in a state of learning. You're always in a state of learning. If you got to the point where you feel like you can't learn, that nobody can teach you nothing, you can always learn from everything. I learn every day. Even if I've watched something over and over and over again, I might see with new eyes today. Because people are always changing. Life's always changing. But the ones that keep remaining the same. Now, let me say something. There's something to be said about consistency. Don't get it confused. Because you want somebody that's consistent. Love is consistent. Lust is not. Love gives. Lust takes. Love gives. Lust takes. When you got to steal on somebody, rob on somebody, rape on somebody, clown on somebody, diminish somebody, try to beat up on somebody, try to play on somebody's head, try to play on their top, and then hide and do all that shit. Oh honey, no. They learn real quick, because she's solid as a rock. How can she be so bad and so brave and so bold at 5'3", 70 years old, 139 pounds, and my body's letting me know, girl, I know, Birdie, I know. My kidneys are like, child, you about 9 pounds overweight. We got to do something about that, because the heat is on, and I got to get out on that track again, because I'm not exercising as much as I used to. But I've been dealing with some other stuff. But I'm getting back to me, and I'm getting back to my healthy game. But when you get back to your healthy game, reminding you, as you grow up and glow up, you're gonna have demons. You're gonna have the low vibe. They don't like your shine. They don't want to be left behind. They still want to play on your top and your time. And you got to let that go. And I'll be quick to tell you, don't be me, okay? Don't always be me. Because sometimes somebody want to play with me. I'm like that cat that I'll play with the rat before I kill it creatively. Because I've been told, no blood on my hands. Because I told you about that vision. I don't know what happened, officer. It's just like I woke up and there was blood everywhere, but none of it was mine. Oh, is that too? Sci-fi. Why do you keep playing Dread over and over again too? It's like, oh my God. And I can't see, because it's such a, I'm not talking about Judge Dredd, but I'm talking about the new one. But I love it. Like, I'm still like, with Dredd, when he dropped that hoe in the hole, that's me. Every day I'm like, I'll drop a bitch in the hole of hell. He dropped, you can't kill, he dropped that hoe in the hole. That is the funniest shit to me. I don't have twisted humor. I have very wicked humor. I have very wicked humor. But reminding you, I'm a Pisces. And reminding you, who else is a Pisces? Born on February 29th. Sir Lucian Grange. Hi, Lucian. Where my money? Don't worry about it. Oh, else I know. It's that Saturn return, that's the thing. Astrology, that's the thing. Stars, that's the thing. Like the sun, that's the thing. Like the moon, that's the thing. And I know, you know what? I don't, you know, I know. I just want to give your flowers. I don't need your flowers. I don't need your fake flowers. I don't need your rings. I've got, you know, I am good to go. I am married to God or something. You know, if you know, you know. I've got, you know, I've got I've got 5 diamonds on me that says I'm locked in. So, you know, I'm with my legacy and I'm on my post. But I'm starting to realize this humiliation shit, this is a joke and people are just doing it for attention. People who don't have anything else to do. And I get it, you know, because the world has gotten to the point where you can't have social engagements anymore because people are not true. You got everybody lying. You got people doing the glamour magic, and you know, you got a lot of people. You got a lot of these young men, well, these young crooks, these young criminals. But I don't. I'm not justifying it on no means, but can you imagine that you're talking to somebody on social media and they're doing all the glamour stuff? You got all the makeup stuff. You got all the, you know, that they think the person looks like that. And then when they see the person in real life, they don't look the same way. See, that's why, you know what? I don't care. You know, this is me. You see me when I wake up. You see me how I look. You're going to see me. I have nothing to hide. I'm not going to be fake hair, fake nose, fake whatever. This is me in real life. But you have some people who they will literally, like, you know, look like they're 20 years younger and 20 pounds lighter. And they got all those, like, you know, little enhancements that they do that can slim off the fat, whatever. And I'm like, so when you talking to the person, you look like you a size 2, but when they see you in real life, you're actually a size 22. And you wonder why that would bother some people. It's just like people in the gay community too. You want to switch it? Fine, go ahead and do that. But I had someone who's beautiful, beautiful. I mean, well, the whole family actually was gay. The whole family was gay. The whole family. I don't know what happens when you got something like that. But I remember he was so beautiful. One of the guys, he was so beautiful, and he was a prostitute too. Because that's a hard life. I mean, I watch RuPaul Drag Race. Do you hear what they say about their life? Are you sure that's what you want to do? I mean, and some people just go ahead and use it. I just sleep around. I sleep around. Some people don't care about other people catching AIDS. That's just a part of the lifestyle. That's a part of the culture. But that's not what I'm going to do. And I think what happens is either I befriended somebody or somebody act like they befriended them. But when you want to say, well, you know what, you know, I'm bi. I don't care if you're bi. I don't care if you're gay. I don't play that way. I take sex. Sex is very personal to me. Sex is very sacred to me. I don't have sex with anybody and everybody. That's not going to be me. And if I say no, it's no. And I literally have had people call me up. I literally say that I want your ass. You calling me up on my phone and telling me I want your ass. You calling me up on my phone. Like, what type of shit is that? You do realize, and again, I said that's the beautiful thing about being on YouTube and not monetized. I can say the word rape. I can say the word rape, and I can say pedophile too. I don't deal with pedophiles. I don't deal with rapists. If there wasn't a law against it, I'd kill all of you with ease. I am Judge Dredd till the cows come home. Bitch, I want to see you bleed. If I can get you to not hurt another child or to rape another woman or another boy for all that means, I would kill all of you gladly. Gladly. I'm like, send me in, coach. Let me do my thing. Because you know damn well, I know where the kill shots are. I shoot them in the dick first and in the head first so the pain can feel. I'm like that in real life. So be careful when you mess with me and cross me the wrong way, okay? You might find I'm something else, I say. Quetzalcoatl and Mach Ali, that's some energy that's really going through me. But I'm just saying, though, that, you know, it got to a point that I'm started realizing where, oh, they're really trying to play a game on me. They're really trying to play on my top. They're really trying to, and that's when I realized that, you know, we were all being watched. So we're all being watched. Because don't think that, you know, like I've said before, if you think, if I'm being watched, then that means you're being watched too. So, and I'm telling you, the federal government, the feds, the FBI, the CIA, they don't watch people. They don't have time to spend money on just anybody like that. So if they're really watching you, there's something to that. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. If they're watching like that, there's something to that. So it was made quite clear to me that at a certain point, all the lies that were told on me, thank you, thank you, thank you. You gave me more publicity than I could have ever given myself. You gave me more protection than I could have ever given myself. I mean, I could have told this, and which I did to some people, but who's going to believe me? But because you sent all these investigators, remind you, if I'm the same person that as a child, that I mind fucked the FBI agent who remembered me on my birthday. See, who actually sent me like, you know, he actually sent that he actually sent that application. Don't you want to join? I can't do what you guys. I can't do what you guys do. Because I'm, like I said, I'm a psychological beast. When it comes to psychological warfare, it takes a lot out of me. It really does take a lot of energy out of me because I feel some kind of way. Because you have to be in a type of mental space. And that's why for people like that, I want to be, if you need a conversation or a hug, these are the people sometimes, if you see them wear shades, there's a variety of reasons why they're wearing shades. Because you really won't see a lot of old soldiers cry. They're hard for a reason. You got to for that life. You got to be for that life. I mean, I realized I had to be hard too. I think that's one thing that my cousins did say. Either Val's crazy or she's the hardest person we know. Clearly. She didn't cry at her mama's funeral. She didn't cry at her daddy's funeral. She didn't go to her husband's funeral because she took the match. She took the match out the dynamite factory because my husband's people were stupid, and I wasn't going to be on network news like, you know, famous radio celebrity turns up at her husband's funeral. That Baker didn't deserve that. So, you know, when it's crazy shit like that, I'm not, like I said, that's the point where I won't crash out like that. And I will, as much as I might be in my feelings about something like that. That's why I left. They had like $1,000,000. I had albums, my mom's albums, my daddy's albums, Billy Eckstine, Dinah Washington, Red Fox, all the classics, Duke Ellington, that I left because my husband and I was living in separate houses, and I left that shit that I could have gotten, but I just didn't want to deal with those people. So they had like about $1,000,000 worth of albums, vintage albums, and they probably didn't, you know, make a cent out. They probably threw them all away. So I really just, you know, when it comes to shit like that, I'll just walk away. I don't have time for the drama. But if I have to take time for the drama, if I have to go that deep, you really don't want to bring that side of the gangster side out of me, because I'm not playing about that. Some people like to play gangster. Some people like to do that for TV, or some people like to do it for their friends or do it for the community. But I don't be playing about the drama I've been through. I've been through some stuff that most of you wouldn't have done it if you were you. You couldn't have done it. You couldn't be me. I would tell nobody, you know, I just want to be like her. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't want to be like me. I made this stuff look way too easy, the stuff I've been through. I mean, you know, I'm always the one that's making money at the radio station. I'm making money for everybody. I'm making everybody rich. And I'm the one you abuse. Again, I will say, am I the only one in this city who didn't sleep her way to the top? Pause. Horn blow. Somebody's on watch. Because seriously, that's the thing. Am I the only one in this city who didn't sleep their way to the top? Am I the only one in the industry who didn't sleep their way to the top? So I'm the one that you want to play on me? Bitch, you shall not. I've been through way too much, and I got it legally and purposefully. So you think you're going to make a lesser person out of me? You think I'm a bow to a bitch or bow to a trick? I'll cut your shit off in front of your clique. I'm crazy that way. Harmony. But you want to play games? I can play games too. I don't have a painted Glock with 12 rounds of bulldogs in it just for show. Don't make me use it on you. I mean, I'm not, because I'm a peaceful person until people aren't full with me. But reminding you, that's a soldier's kid, and soldiers too. We're peace warriors. We're peace warriors. But sometimes you have to fight for your peace. Everything's not all light and love. everything I wish it was, but everything is not all light and love. And I know some people, they don't know but what they know. But if I give you a chance and show you there's a better way and you still decide for whatever reason you don't want to grow, why should that be a problem for me? It's not. And it won't be. Whoever that needs to be. So let it be told, either come and learn Miss Val Jones, because Miss Val Jones will tell you about my history and my story, because I ain't got shit to lose. But if you even remotely think you can like abuse me or play with me for some world star YouTube views, you got me fucked up. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, and I will remind you, you don't want to play with the military that way. The world's in trying times right now, and I'm reminding you, especially to the ones who really, really know, reminding you your code. Your code is under God, not under a fraud. You know what I mean? Don't play with God. And don't act like you don't know who God is. I mean, you can, but if you're in that position, God's coming for you. Revelations, I would have thought that, I would have thought that it would have been like well down the road, like maybe decades from now. But no, Revelations is in clear view. You can believe it or not. But I see it. I see it. And a few people see it too. 2026 is going to be one hell of a year. But depending on what side you're on, it could be a heck of a year for you. So I'm going to keep it that way. I'm going to keep my energy. Bitch, I'm not your wife. I'm not your dog. I'm not your friend. I'm not your cat. I'm not your girl. You don't know me like that. My real friends will never just, I mean, that might be a joke, but my real people that know me will never do that. So what even gives you the right to think just because I live here, you think I'm going to you think I'm going to do some weird shit? You think you're going to force me into some bullshit? Maybe God put me here to teach a bitch, don't be a bitch. Or maybe, you know what? That's your last chance to get your act together. But hey, I'm gonna let the Saturn return handle it. Because karma's going on everywhere. And people can like act all they want to, but trust me, they're scared. They can act like they're not scared, but they're scared. Because you can see it right now. You can see it all around and all around town, all over the world. You can see who's on the top of the wheel, and you can see who's on the bottom. You can see the stuff just happen everywhere. You can see the stuff happening everywhere. All these problems happening, and people can't solve them. And then you got the people who don't want to solve the problems because, well, you can't. You don't need a hero if there was no villains. And what would a villain be without a hero, right? I'm telling you, that's how government is. That's how government is. That's how you start to wonder who's the hero and who's the villain. So I'm like, I'm not even in that fight. I don't care who you pick. It's all the same old shit. People get in politics from money tricks and money grifts. Taxes going up, fees going up, everything's going up, and still stuff is rough. Food shouldn't be that hard to get food. It shouldn't be that high to get gas. Everybody's on a money grab, and that's sad. I'm tired of repeating the same old thing over and over and over and over again for a few, and they got the low vibing fruit, and you being played, all of you. If you got your act together and got your shit together in real life, maybe you could actually do something and make a better you, make a better world. But you choose to be a dumbass and a slave, and you get mad when somebody tells you. So why? So am I supposed to submit to some shit? Do I look like I'm that bitch? I'm trying to give you good food, good coffee, good tea. But hell, you rather get fucked by the Brujo witch. Well, fine. That's on you. Do what you do. I'm not here to save. I'm here to save me. But don't think that I won't clap back if I feel like you coming at my health or me. I'm not going to sit here and be put on the cross and sacrifice for somebody else's sin. Honey, that is not the way Miss Val Jones Baker gets it in. I've seen too much death in my life, and as some would say, I walk with death every day. Death and I might be best friends. You never know. Anyway, did you see that video that I had about, Lucifer? You never know who my guardians are. I mean, you never know. Oh my God, UMG, you're funny. No. I sign no contract. I can say whatever the fuck I want to. I ain't signed no contract. But no, that's what they do. They listen. If there's a humiliation ritual per se, this is what the entertainment industry do. For all that they lift up, notice how they bring them all down. And it doesn't matter what color you are. They do that to everybody. You got those people at the top that make all that money and and they feel like they make the rules and they lift you up just to bring you down. So it's hazing. It's hazing what it is. Humiliation rituals, thing. Hazing, humiliation rituals, same thing to a certain degree, but in an escalated view. But you know what? If you just step out of it and say, well, you know what? I believe in you, and you. And, well, I'm going to do something. You ain't going to do shit, bitch. Do you know who you talking to? You got to take your sovereign in your own hands. You got to be sovereign. You got to be the bigger woman and man. And being the bigger woman and man, you got to let them know, I'm not going to submit to some dumb shit. Bitch, I don't bend. I'm not that bitch. Now, for my husband, I might do a lot of things, but right now I'm 70 years old. I'm gonna keep these benefits. You know what I mean? My husband's ghost, and I are tight. We're tight like that. So ain't nobody gonna come in. I love you. No, you don't. You want my benefits, right? So that's what I'm telling you, widows and widowers, soldiers and soldierettes. If you are getting your benefit check, don't fall for that bullshit because people do anything for a check. People are like losing their money, losing everything. There's so much fraud insurance. There's so much shams and scams all over the place. They're looking to give you a case. They're looking to put some blame on you. Like I said, I'm not worried about somebody setting me up with some drug charges. Bitch, don't play me. We done been through that J. Edgar Hoover. We done been through that J. Edgar Hoover time. Don't play me like that. Then I have to play on you. That's one of the reasons why I didn't become a lawyer, because I realized, the law is fugazi too. And I'd be that Denny Crane type of lawyer. Denny Crane, Alan Shore. Got to do what you got to do. Like I said, I'm like a Black Patton in some kinds of ways. So I probably would make a good special ops, special forces soldier. Who knows? I might be okay. I'm not, though. I'm not. I mean, I have some good friends in high places, too. So I love the people who watch out for me. You know, you want to have a good crew. If you have a good, solid crew, that's consistent, because that's the one thing that true loyalty and true support will do. They will always be consistent. They won't fall back or fade on you. I don't need somebody that's going to fade like the weather, or can't match my grit. You want to bring me down because you can't step up. Now that's some dumb shit. You want to beat me down because you feel like my shine or she's just too arrogant. No, I'm better than you. But that makes you feel some kind of way in front of you and your crew. She needs to be brought down a notch or two. No, you need to step up. If you can't step up, then go on about your business. Do you? Do you see me chasing you? Do you see me coming for you? Do you see me even wanting to be around you? I never understood why people, like, if I show you I don't want to be around you, why are you even trying to be around me and getting in my energy? I've dealt with too many goddamn stalkers in my life, and that's just not what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. That is just not me. I mean, you know what? Shit, I'm not going to be Selena. Selena should have take that bitch out before she took her out. I'm like, if I start feeling stalker vibes right now, I'm like, click, click, clock. PTSD. Whoops, the PTSD came out. Why? I told you. Why would I lie? Now I'm Annie of the Ribbons. When I lied to you. Yeah, and everybody knows music better than me. Which gets back to Calvin P. Remember how all those festivals that me and Calvin P used to host, but you probably don't remember that because, hey, we're not a part of the industry crew. And I know I got a whole bunch of rappers. You think I'm making this up? Am I, though? They're mad at me because, I won't talk to you. Bitch, better have my money. Don't steal from Val Jones. Don't take away her food, and don't take away her money. because she turns up a whole nother attitude. I told you now. I mean, I get it though. I get it though. I get it why my mama did it. I do. I get it why my mama do it. It's that royalty thing. She was testing all my stuff to make sure I wasn't poisoned. But I really did. That's no lie. I'm looking at that. That was crazy. I really did take a sport. It was a sport. Like, because I just got tired. I'm like, I am tired of this woman. Like, let me have a sip of this. Let me eat some of this. I'm tired of this woman always eating my food, but it's my food. Really, she bought it. She bought it. So, I mean, technically, be truth be told, I guess it's her food because she bought it for me. But I'm like, you buy me the burger and you got to take a bite of it first? And I kind of like, and she just shot me that little like, what are you going to do with that? Nothing. See, that's when you got good home training. Some of y'all were raised up against your parents and stuff like that. I'm like, that wouldn't have been my parents. That's why when my mom and dad say, this is not what you're going to do. You're not going to hang with this person. You're not going to talk to this person. And we took that shit away from you. You're not going to, you're going to cut them off. Cut them off. We don't care how many, you can have a billion people saying, you're going to get together with this person and this person coming. That's a lie. That's a grift. Y'all, but go ahead. You got to make that money. You signed the contracts. I didn't. That ain't going to be me. But when my parents, even now, told me to drop them all, next thing I know, Diddy's in jail and JC is next. Are you sure you want to come after me? Did it ever occur to you that I might really be talking to God? But you thought I was talking to myself? You wouldn't know. But you believe a celebrity when they say they Jesus or the Yeezy. Okay. Then do you, yo. Don't bring that shit around here. See how it's nice and quiet now? That's how you serve up the room and you make the environment yours. Nobody runs my show. Nobody runs my life. Nobody takes over my energy. I'm more than a survivor. Bitch, I thrive. Don't play with my money. Don't play with my food. Don't play with my purity. Or God and God is going to come for you. Luckily, before I do, because I still got some therapy I need working on. I might have a little bit of devil in me. I'm not going to lie. It is what it is. I need a new community. I need some new energy around me. Thank you. Anyway, we're working on it. It's all good. It's all good. So if you don't see me for a couple of days, I really need to rest and I need to rest. I know. I need to rest. I know. I need to rest. It's so hard. I'm such a damn workaholic. I need to rest. I got it tight. What can I say? I mean, hell, if you're not as healthy as me, can you deadlift me? I'm like 139. I need to be. My body is vain as fuck. The minute I start getting past 135, kidneys just start to go, excuse me. So I gotta fast, but it's hot. I gotta fast and get back on that track. I know, even the bird's like, yes, you do. But I know how to get that back. So, because I'm still rolling these kidneys back, this chronic kidney disease. And shout out to Dad Advice TV. I rock with that channel because he talks about chronic kidney disease. Do you know that America, as far as helping you with chronic kidney disease, do you know that America is not even, as far as the healthcare, it's not even the top 50. Isn't that crazy? This is America. I thought everything's supposed to be better in America. Oh, the bird is hollering. The bird is like, yeah. The food, remember when the food used to be better? Remember when we used to have real farmers, but they took the real farms away? And you still trying to take out the black farmers, okay? You take out the black farmers, you take out the white farmers, you even take out the Hispanic farmers too. You take out the people who are growing real food. You want to put up, fake food, and then you got you did what's his name? You got oh my God. Like where's the not Musk, not Mark Zuckerberg. What's the Gates? Oh oh Jesus no. And I mean golly gee. You ever wonder why there's so much fake stuff on social media? It's planned. It's planned. But they're mad at me. They don't want you to know. I guess if Neil deGrasse Tyson says it, it's okay. Reminding you, TED Talk will talk to Lizzo, but they won't talk to me. What does that say about TED Talk? Yeah. We all know what happened to Lizzo, right? See, they put certain people up just to bring them down. Like the influencers on YouTube. You don't see a lot of people who are influencing. In reality, back around when I was on around 2007, you had some good people that were on YouTube who actually were some good content creators. Now you got a lot of trash. You got a lot of trash and a lot of haters. And there's a reason for that too. Because they were starting to wake people up. And so no. People be rolling through like, you be checking people like, like I don't my head be on a swivel, man. I do. You're right. I do. I do. I respond. There's a certain site I follow. You guys, I'm learning from you guys. I do. I literally do. She acts like she's a freaking. She is trained like a CIA operative, but she's not been trained for that. But when you've dealt with all the stuff I've dealt with, you lose a lot of innocence in that. So I hate the fact that, I do kind of hate the fact that it's hard for me to trust. Because most people are sus. And they're just want money and lust. And that's sad. You would think we should be evolving, but we're not. I mean, golly gee. If the aliens were here and wanted to take over, honestly, they could take over already. Never mind. Just act like I didn't say that. You're fine. But they're probably going to use that as an excuse to do some more dumb shit. Pandemic number 3 or World War 3. Same thing. If you know, you know. And again, your president's a bitch. If you can't see it, that's on you. But I thought, excuse me as I get my Thomas Paine on right now, I thought the government was supposed to serve the people. But now the people are serving you. You're making all the money, sitting on your ass. Mitch McConnell finally getting ready to knock out after decades doing not a goddamn thing. I'm so sick and tired of all of them, the Republicans and Democrats. I mean, if you were in a real job, if you were in a real job, you would have been fired. Half of them don't show up. More than half of them don't show up. They only show up when they want to. But yet they get money, and then they tax you. They tax you. You're losing jobs. Goodyear is about to close again. No, I'm just saying, have you ever noticed that Goodyear closes every 4 years? Or is it just me? Like, the plant's been closing since 2016. And they're probably right at the last minute, probably around 2028, say, we found somebody to save the plant. Oh, I don't know, they might not this time. I don't know. All the money seems to go away into their pockets while their while they got dog collars, they're making more money. They pay more money for their dog collars than you make in a salary all year. They're going to trips here and there, and while you're living in fear. But that's your representative. That person is looking out for you with the 50,000 concubines and wives over. You want to talk about the soldiers, but like, what about these people? Your so-called leaders and your teachers and your preachers and your government too, your congressmen and your congresswomen. Like, what's up with that? And then you set people up. I think some people really go in and try to change that, but it's like the system is so crazy that even though the few who want to change they end up having to change because it's that humiliation thing. It's that old boy, that old club again. You got to do as we say. That's why I thought about running for office, okay? But you don't really want me to run for office. We know why. Because I'm always going to be a game changer. That's why they don't like me. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm always going to be a game changer. I'm always going to be the pioneer. I'm always going to be exactly who I was born to be. And I am glad to be here. I'm glad to be representing a crew that, you know what? They can't always speak on things, but I can. Because I ain't signed no contracts. So you ain't going to shut me up, motherfucker. I'm still wondering why your daughter hanging around with the neighborhood drug dealer. How they so tight? Melania, please take care of Baron, okay? Because he would set him up right, and he's a Pisces. I see the blood just being drained right out of him. I don't like it. They always go for the good ones. There's always one in the family. Only one. If there's any. There's only one in the family. In every family, there's only one. Grandpapa, keep close tabs on that one. All right. Pisces code. Anyway, that's it. That's it. I've had my say. I've had enough content. So, I mean, you know, if you don't see me for a couple of days, I don't know how this YouTube thing, you know, I'm getting all my algorithms out the way. What is burning? I don't think it's my food. Let me just make sure, because I thought I cut my stove off. Nope, not me. Well, my food is ready. I'm ready to eat. Oh, I'm cooking baked lemon pepper chicken with some Worcestershire sauce. I might make some jasmine rice. Then I'm going to make some chicken salad. So I'm going to be eating for the next couple of days. All right. So we're good. But remember, the people aren't supposed to serve the government. The government's supposed to serve the people. The people aren't supposed to serve the government. The government's supposed to serve the people. And real preachers are supposed to help your flock, not fleece your flock, not stunt like you're a celebrity. Remember when church was church instead of hurt people who hurt? You want to do the whole singing, dance, and all that shit? And by the way, Jesus was black, or blackish. I mean, look, hair like wool, skin like burnished bronze brass. How does that look like Hans from the North? But you got a problem with that. Reminding you, J. Edgar Hoover has some Negro blood in him, and Hitler was a confused Jew. Y'all don't do your research. You don't do your history, and yet I do. And you mad at me because I know more than you, but you superior. I know that really riles you up. How does she know so much? We didn't teach her. My mother taught me. My father taught me. Plus, I read. I told you I was reading my mom's medical journals while y'all were barely reading Jack and Jill. Don't play with me. When I say I'm a genius, that's for real. Mensa said that. I didn't even know what that shit was about. They want to change and do something, have me come up, you know, up my grades and stuff like that. And Daddy said, nope, we're not doing that. She's not going to be Condoleezza Rice. I mean, that Condoleezza Rice was a thing back then, but you know what I mean. You know, like if you're really, really smart, they try to, like, you know, they want to get you and make you one of them. So, Divergent, Subvergent, you know, Mockingbird J. Every night and every day. We good, Birdie? We good, baby? You sitting there just as pretty as can be. I love kids. I want these kids to be able to play. I want them to have I want them to have a good community. This community could be better. And they know it too. So if I'm a problem in the community, then bitch, let me tell you, the problem might be you. You're not going to dumb me down. I'm not going to be cast out with the trash, and I'll be damn if I'm about any of that. I'm going to always have class wherever I am and wherever I be. And if you don't like it, that ain't never going to be a problem to me. But this witchcraft and warlock and voodoo shit, yeah, that shit's real. But you never know what's in Miss ValJones' bag. Because I might do that shit for real. I'm not a magician. I am the magic. I'm not red pilling or blue pilling. I'm all the pills. Feel me? Like my vibe. Like and subscribe, Todd, or whatever it be. And you can cash out me. Show some love. Because reciprocity is a thing. You know, it helps with your stuff too. So cash out me at Val Jones, $ValJonesDaO. Oh, come on. Oh, doing two different things. ValJonesDaO. Or PayPal me at iamvaljones@gmail.com. Here I am with a stove. A stove. Like, listen, all these people, these hoes be having all the money and they want to come at me. You see my stove? I have to do everything. These two eyes, the front eyes don't work, and the back two barely work. And I have to broil everything, even the cake, even the cakes too. Wait a minute, even the cakes too. Don't worry about the stuff. So I'm like, but they're mad at me. They're trying to stop me with all the money and all the props and all the stuff they have. They are insecure about me. What the hell does that say about me? Anyway. Oh, shout out to my folks at Family Dollar. I love y'all. Anyway, that's it. That's your Val Jones fix for the week. Who knows? I might be back. We'll see. Anyway, I'm that chick, Mr. T.